So these are some of the specialized tools that we use. These are...
You know you're at Curtis Stone's house when there's a skyscraper in the background. How many stories is that, Curtis?
15.
15 story skyscraper, and there's a garden going right here. Bees a buzzing. You know where you're at. I mean, do you see any other? Hey, where are the other gardens in this place,
Good
man?
question.
You haven't convinced
I got
anybody?
I got a few in the back.
They think you're nuts.
They love it, actually.
Oh, they do.
I think
they
they're
do.
jealous, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna do a grand tour of Curtis Stone's, the market. No.
Urban farmer.
Okay, about messed up. About got him confused with J.M. Fortier. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's the market gardener.
We are buddies.
This is the
and
urban
Canadians.
farmer.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I'm giving him a hard time.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got, buddy. Give us the grand tour.
So this is the home base. So our farm has 5 different locations, all within about a mile or two. And this is our home base. So I live here. I own this lot. The rest of the lots I don't own. And this is, we've got some production here, which I'll show you, but we also have our post-harvest areas here. So walk-in coolers, we wash veggies here. This is where we process a lot of our greens. Like we have big mechanical salad spinners, greens bubbler.
Let's go closer.
Yeah. The guys are cleaned up for the day, so this is just like dishes drying, basically. Totes, gourmet totes. But on this screen, we actually dry our salad greens on here.
Okay.
These are like salad spinners, basically.
Oh, dude.
This thing is it's apart right now because they've cleaned it for the day, but it's a bubbler, so it's like a jacuzzi, and we throw about 20 pounds of salad greens in here with water, and it just agitates it.
How?
This thing has a pump. Okay. This goes, once all these totes are out here, this goes down to the bottom, pushes air out of here, and it just...
And this is homemade.
It's all DIY, yeah.
Okay.
It's all DIY.
This too. Who gave you that idea?
Yeah. Well, that's between many market gardeners like Jean-Martin Fortier and Eric Schultz and friends of mine. We've all kind of collaborated on that kind of stuff.
This is a harvest from this morning?
That's being harvested right now, actually. These are carrots coming out of the ground as we speak. Toby's back there harvesting.
Oh, you got somebody here today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got 2 guys that work with me.
When do you guys work here?
We work 8 to 4, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
Basically. So we don't do farmers markets anymore. We used to. Now we just sell to mostly grocery stores, which is a market stream I never thought I'd get into, but it's easy.
Really?
It's really easy because it's like bring the same stuff each week. It's low maintenance, and I'm focused on education and building new tools and stuff, and developing our techniques. So I'm more focused on that. I want my farm to be really simple, and so I don't do any farmers markets. I don't do as many restaurants anymore. We don't do a CSA.
Wow.
We just do like grocery stores and a couple restaurants.
And that's enough to make a living?
Oh, we make a great living. I pay these guys really well. I don't even take a salary from the farm anymore because I have done well with my book and other stuff, but yeah, our farm does $100,000 a year on a quarter acre.
Okay, so, I want everybody to make sure you heard that. $100,000 on a quarter of an acre, and there's not a whole lot of terrible, crazy infrastructure. You didn't like buy all this at once.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I mean, I scaled into it. I started my farm on $7,000.
Wow.
And I did $22,000 that first year, and I just kept recapitalizing into the farm.
Okay.
Now I've got some fancy greenhouses and stuff, but this is all pretty DIY stuff. Our farm, our margin's over 50% now. I don't know what it'll be this year, but it's good.
Right.
So, yeah.
What's this?
This is a washing table. So, this is like so when we're washing, they'll come in here and wash these carrots, and then all that water redirects into this tub that we pump that water out. I pump it onto the trees around my front yard.
Is that legal in Canada?
Is it legal? Yeah. We're not as draconian as you guys are in the US.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of in a desert, aren't you?
I'm in a high desert.
How much does it rain here?
2 inches a year.
What?
Yeah, it's dry.
I thought it looked like East Washington.
No, wait.
But they get more rain than that. They get 12 inches.
We're in
Big
the
rain.
Okanagan. Yeah, we're in the Okanagan Valley, and we're in a maybe it's somewhere. We're not much wetter than Central Valley, California. We're pretty
now
dry
you're
here.
saying inches, but
we use inches.
You do use inches.
If you're my generation,
my
generation or older, you use inches because it was Pierre Trudeau who changed that in the 80s.
I was thinking you were being courteous for the mostly American audience.
Well, I am too, because I spend a lot of time in the U.S. Canada officially uses metric.
Okay.
It's just my generation and the older use imperial.
Which do you like better?
I like metric, but I like inches. I use inches. I use kilometers.
Okay.
I use kilos, but I like inches.
All right.
So these are some of the specialized tools that we use. That's the quick cut greens harvester. That's an amazing tool that cuts greens like mowing a lawn, basically. So it's got a blade that moves.
Wow.
And we just walk along and harvest greens
That's
like
just
that.
rope, and that cuts it.
No, the rope pushes it into the basket. The blade, the moving blade cuts it.
I see the blade.
It's really, really sharp. So that's a tool we use almost every day on the farm. And we have 2 of them.
Is that DIY?
No, that's not DIY. That's from a company in Nashville, Tennessee.
Is that expensive?
$500.
Okay.
Yeah, worth
it?
penny. Absolutely.
Because you use it every day.
If you're running a commercial farm, you need to spend money.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. You can start DIY, which you should, but then you got to start getting proper tools, because then that allows you to scale.
If somebody's just doing it part-time, they're going to make $22K a year, working on the evenings and the weekends. What 5 tools should they have?
If you're going to do greens, you got to have that tool. This is a Jang seeder. I would recommend that. So if you just wanted to like farm in your front yard and do this part-time, those 2 would be pretty critical. And then I got another tools wall over here, which is all the sort of hand tools, the manual hand tools. Stirrup hose, those are good. You can do a lot with hand tools. Like if you're gonna farm on like a 1/5 or a 1/6 of an acre, say it's just your front and backyard, you don't need a lot of mechanical tools. But it's good to have a mechanical harvester and a mechanical planter. But you can do all your bed prep with hand tools, stirrup hose, rakes, shovels, things like that. This is a paper pot transplanter. That's a game changer tool for us. We use that everywhere now for planting lettuce. That's the paper pot transplanter.
Oh, okay.
This is that thing that I can plant a bed of lettuce in minutes. It would take me an hour by hand. I can do it in minutes with this thing.
Is this the tool you developed?
No, this is the tool we're selling though.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a Japanese
I thought you
invention.
developed it. I mean,
I know everybody thinks we do.
But
it's hilarious. Everybody thinks we invented it.
Wait a minute. I see a tractor.
Yep.
I found a walk behind tractor.
Yep,
when does somebody get that?
Well, it's all preference. You know, I had the money, and so I like tools. I like machinery.
Okay.
I'm a guy. I like machines.
I was gonna say most guys want to go straight for the tractor.
Yeah. I like the machine. You know, I don't use it that often, but for initial bed prep at the beginning of the season, I like it because then I can prep a bunch of areas. Generally, we're no-till. We don't till a lot, but at the beginning of the season, sometimes it just makes things really quick.
What do you do instead of till?
We do a shallow cultivation. So some people call it no-till, some people call it low-till, but we'll cultivate our beds when we're preparing them just by cultivating the top inch.
Okay.
And then that keeps weed seeds down. That keeps soil biology healthier.
What do you do with the electronic string trimmer?
Oh, just weed whacking grass
That's
around the
your mower.
edges. Yeah.
This is your own food?
This is my daughter's garden.
Oh.
Violet's garden, we call it.
Okay, now hold is she?
Well, she's 5 months.
Okay, so you had.
Yeah.
She got a little help.
Yeah, she got a little help. But next year our front yard's all going to be garden for the family, and then this will be like, we want her just to play with that.
Okay, so she's allowed to come out here.
She'll do whatever she wants.
Mess it up.
Yeah.
What does she do out here?
She well, we hold her.
Yeah.
And she grabs things and pulls them. This is our not totally passive, but it's a hybrid passive solar greenhouse, so it operates with a climate battery. So you see this here, this pumps hot air underneath in the foundation of this.
Yeah.
And it holds heat all summer long, and then that heat radiates throughout the winter. It takes humid air, puts it underground, and then it comes up on the other side of the greenhouse with less humidity.
Who thought of that?
A guy named Jerome. I forget his last name. He wrote a book about passive solar greenhouse.
This is our climate battery technology that we've been developing over the last 30 years. So this is one of the intakes for bringing the warm, moist air into the soil and storing the heat.
Yeah, we went to his greenhouse in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
He was one of the founders of that idea.
Okay, cool.
This is year-round. We do microgreens in here year-round. We don't do as much stuff in the summer because we have a lot of field crops in the summer, but...
Do you have enough light here in the winter?
Oh yeah. I mean, yes and no. We get down to less than 8 hours of daylight at the winter solstice, but microgreens really only need ambient light to grow. So they have a longer day cycle, they have a longer growth cycle, but we still crop out. Like we still get a production. So in the summertime, these crops
Let's look at those.
Are like 8 days from seed to harvest. So from planting to harvest is 8 days. But in the wintertime, it might be 2.5, 3 weeks.
How old is this?
These will be harvested on Tuesday. So
and what are you going to do with them?
These are a week old. Well, we eat them. You eat them. You never had a pea shoot?
You sell them? No, I haven't.
Oh, try a pea shoot. Yeah, we sell them.
Who buys them though?
Grocery stores.
You got that many? There's that much demand.
Oh yeah.
For pea greens.
Oh yeah,
that's
more in
delicious.
the winter. I mean, we do.
Wow.
All of these shelves in the winter will be filled.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good. Really good, Curtis. This is
This is the paper pot transplanter flats. So these will unravel, and then they plant as a chain into the ground. I've got some I can show you back here. Yeah, actually the ones out front, that's what those were. You can see this little paper in the ground.
What?
It's a, yeah.
So that's biodegradable paper?
Yep, it's just craft paper. It's just like brown, non-bleached craft paper.
So soil blocks eat your heart out?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Bye-bye soil blocks.
Yeah.
I don't see any soil blocks.
I did soil blocks for years. I like soil blocks, but this is, there's no comparison. Because it normally would take one guy, a trained person, 1 hour to hand transplant 400 plugs into a 50-foot bed.
Wow.
With this, 6 minutes. So it's a huge labor reduction, and it's less bending over, that we can put that time into something else more productive. And then come around here, check this one out. This is my neighbor's yard, so I don't own that yard. There's Toby. Toby's from Germany. He's harvesting some carrots. You know, this is what essentially our farm does, is we use other people's yards and grow veggies on them. We give them a share of the crop, so they get a basket of veggies each week.
Wow.
And then we do all the work and turn it into something productive and beautiful.
How many yards do you have like that?
5 others besides this.
They're happy?
They love it. Yeah, I have a waiting list. That's
Anybody canceled on you?
Oh yeah,
Said,
sure.
you know what, I don't want to garden in my backyard anymore.
Yeah, oh yeah. I've been doing this for 8 years. I've gone through over 20 different plots. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to get a commitment and like of 3 years. And I really only will work with people now that I really feel are fully on board.
Cool.
You know, they got to be keen.
So how do you go and get this? How do you
Knock on the door.
Well, I don't.
Say, dude, can I grow veggies in your backyard?
The way I tell people the best way to get into this is just start with one lot somewhere that's visible.
Okay.
And then people will come to you. It's that whole thing. If you build it, they will come.
So your lot or grandma's lot or mom's lot?
Literally grandma's lot. Front yard lot. Make it happen, make it beautiful, make it productive. People will walk by and go, hey, this is really cool.
Okay.
It depends on where you live, right? But we're pretty blessed here. People love this idea here.
What are you doing?
I'm harvesting some carrots. A little bit.
Where are you from?
I'm from Germany and been here for the summer. Had a great time and yeah, learned a lot from Curtis.
Are you gonna do this when you go back home?
Not this. So I'm just 20, but I definitely want to continue to farm and want to start or want to learn more, different context, different types of farming, and market gardening especially.
Okay. Okay, you pulling a few weeds there, Curtis?
Oh, I was pulling weeds. I mean,
is that what y'all do to keep it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no. I mean, we don't really have to do too much weeding here. Our crops are out of the ground so quick, and then something else goes in that they don't really have time to establish. See, these are the paper chains, you can see.
Okay, yeah.
See, we would have just walked that along.
What?
And planted those.
Now this is, where's your water? Oh, I see, you have sprinkler.
Yeah, just overhead. So I water this plot from my house, so even these landowners don't have to pay for the water. We cover that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And the ones that do, we subsidize their water bill.
Is water expensive here?
Not really.
Okay.
Definitely not even a quarter of what California is. This is our hothouse. So we'll do really early tomatoes in here. Like we had tomatoes in the ground here in February. This year they're long gone now. It's on rotation so for winter. So these crops will be all out of here in no more than 2 weeks, and then lettuce will go in here that will take us to Christmas. And then we've got some heat here. That's a 6,000 watt heater. My house is entirely solar. So all this stuff is powered by the sun. This greenhouse is double layer poly, so it's got an R5 insulation value, and so I can push the season pretty hard in this one. But the nursery is definitely warmer because it's a lot more insulated, and there's a foundation to it.
What's your Christmas dinner look like?
Winter spinach, turkey, probably. Potatoes.
Okay.
Carrots, beets. Over on this side here.
Do you still have that bike?
Oh yeah, my bike.
You still do deliveries on that bike?
Oh yeah. Here it is. Haven't done it in a while, but.
Why not?
Well, I'm not doing a lot of this stuff right now. Mark is.
Okay, so Mark rides it.
Well, yes and no. We don't really sell to a lot of downtown restaurants anymore.
Okay.
But so like we're selling to grocery. We sell to the store right there. Okay. So sometimes I'll bike that order.
Okay, so it's a little further.
It's just because our other stores are further away, so we take the van.
This is a day gone by.
I've got like probably 20,000 kilometers on this bike.
The first time I saw you, you can maybe help me with what documentary this was. It was a trailer for some documentary. And there was this really cool guy peddling a lot of produce in an urban situation.
Yeah.
That was you. You remember that movie?
Probably. There's been a few though, so I don't know which.
Yeah, but they always want to
specifically.
feature the bicycle.
They do, and you know what? It was a really cool part of my initial branding. Like I didn't mean it to be that way, but it was. I branded myself that way, and people really.
Got me.
Yeah, it really got people. But you know, it's tough, man. Like I was at a point where I was spending probably 20 hours a week just on a bike pedaling. Because the first 3 years of my farm was entirely pedal powered. We had these are some of our trailers.
Okay.
You know, we have these custom built trailers. These even daisy chain behind each other, so I got a different arm that goes on this one, and then I can pull behind that one.
All right.
So we did everything that way when we started, but I burned out hard. It was tiring.
Okay, is that it for today, Curtis?
Pretty much, yeah.
On Sunday, we're gonna go into more depth on exactly how he does this and how you could do it. How you could start part-time with a little tiny garden and move up and make over $100,000 a year. Now, he's gonna lay it out for you, exactly how to do it, but talking to him earlier, it's gonna take one key ingredient. What's that? You remember?
Hustle.
Okay, hustle. So this is no easy road, but it's a fulfilling
Absolutely fulfilling, man. It's the best thing about doing this, even in the city, is that everybody who walks by my front yard goes, wow, that is so cool. I wish I could do that. Or older folks walk by and they go, I remember when I was a teenager, everybody had a garden. Why do we have these lawns? And it's pretty cool, man.
I'm back. Got some goods for the people. Let's see how everybody's doing.
I got our goods.
Oh, God.
These are nectarines. I believe I said they took our.
You said they took
messed up.
apricots.
I said they took our apricots, but they took our nectarines. We replaced those,
And we got some meds.
some colloidal silver and elderberry syrup.
How you feeling, crazy hair? Don't care.
I'm feeling great. I don't even feel like I was sick. So
Oh, good. You
that's
look great.
good. I feel a lot better.
I even like the wild, crazy hair look.
No thanks. I'm just hoping to get the kids better. Would make me feel a lot better.
Jordan, you still staying strong?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I hear a cough. Uh-oh, doesn't look too good. What about temperatures? They out of temperatures?
You still feeling bad? Boy, you still putting off some heat. All right, well, we're gonna go on a hike if everybody gets better, but it's kind of looking like they're not gonna get better by tomorrow. We might need to take a rest day.
Aw. You go to sleep, little buddy. Go to sleep.
Okay, we'll hope for the best. We'll do what needs to be done to get these guys better.